So, AIM 8.5, we're going to talk about genocide in Bosnia. And I know this particular unit is not the most uplifting and inspirational unit. So just hang in there. We only got a couple more left. So we're going to talk about the events in Bosnia and why they should be considered genocide. So we'll go through the nuts and bolts of that. And we just talked about the do now a little bit, and off we go. All right. All right, I'll give you a second. All right, I'll give you a second here. All right, so the situation in Bosnia at this time is very similar to the situation in Bosnia at the beginning of World War I. So the people inside Bosnia, many of them are Serbian descent. So the country itself is Bosnia, but a lot of the people there are Serbian. Serbian is kind of just next door. Serbia is just next door to Bosnia. So the same kind of conflict before World War I is coming back. The Serbians are Christians, and they want to kind of join a larger Serbian kingdom. So they basically want to kind of eliminate the Bosnian kind of nationalists that are not of Serbian descent, and they want to eliminate them so that they can take Bosnia and join it together with Serbia to make a larger Serbian kingdom. That's their idea. Now, these Bosnian nationalists that are Muslims are referred to as Bosniaks. So basically what we get here is a Serbian-led military force led by this guy named Slobodan Milosevic and another guy named Radic, General Radic. They will kind of coordinate a genocide, essentially. And they will target Bosniaks, these Bosnian Muslims, for elimination. Because in theory, if they can kind of get rid of these people, that will kind of clear a path to Bosnia joining Serbia in a larger kind of autonomous kingdom. And that is kind of what they're after. Now, the debate here is this group targeted because they're a different religion, or is that just a coincidence? So there's some questions of that. But regardless, what we can say is that a certain group of people have been targeted for elimination, so that qualifies it as genocide. The spoiler alert here is that a couple of people who coordinated this event are going to go on trial for crimes against humanity, and they will be found guilty. So even though that's a defense that the Serbian military leaders who went on trial, even though that's a defense that they will try to use, that's not going to stand up. And they're going to eventually be found guilty and held responsible. So pretty ugly situation. And this is another situation where the genocide is televised. So this is the beginning of the, not out of the realm, right around the same time as Rwanda, within, plus or minus a few years. So it's in the same neighborhood. But this is kind of that birth of that 24-hour cable news network kind of thing. So they need content to air. So they covered this heavy, big time. So there was no secret about what was going on there. And it was kind of pretty well televised and well publicized. And people were kind of pretty much aware of what was happening on a pretty wide scale.